Hi, welcome to Orange Therapy on YouTube. Today I'm going to be taking a break from the programming that I've been doing on Brené Brown's book, Atlas of the Heart, to look at self-soothing. What is self-soothing? When do we do it? Why do we do it? And when is it not beneficial? Sit back and let's learn about self-soothing behaviors together. All right, well, welcome back in to Orange Therapy on YouTube. Self-soothing behavior is what we're talking about today. And self-soothing refers to any behavior that an individual uses to regulate their emotional state all on their own. That's why it's self and it's soothing, because it's something that you use to help yourself calm down. And soothing behaviors are often developed when we are in the early years of life as children. And they're often repetitive in nature, and they're often viewed by a child or adolescent as very calming. For example, when we're anxious or stressed or uncomfortable, we tend to engage in self-soothing nonverbal cues like hand rubbing or hand-to-body contact. We touch other people or we touch ourselves. Stroking of our arms, our neck, or our legs. It's an attempt to calm ourselves down through that sense of touch. There are other ways that we can, in healthy fashion, calm ourselves down when we are experiencing emotional arousal or overwhelm. We can picture the face of someone we love and think about that face and focus on that face. Think about them smiling, the creases in their eyes, so that imagined focus on something or somebody we love, maybe it's even our pet. We think about that pet, we think about how they look, and that can help to soothe us, to calm us down. Practicing self-kindness is a really important part of self-soothing. If we're feeling overwhelmed or frightened or anxious about something that's going on or something that may be happening in the future, if we then berate and belittle ourselves, why do you feel that way? Just suck it up, you're going to be fine. If we do those things, it only increases the level of arousal. It doesn't make us feel better, it just makes us feel bad. But if we practice self-kindness, if we comfort ourselves through the touch, through the, you're feeling nervous right now, you're afraid of what might happen in the future, then you are able to calm yourself down in a healthy fashion. Sit with your pets. Sitting with our pets, even just having our pets in the room where we can see them, has been demonstrated in scientific studies to calm us down. It reduces our cortisol levels just by having them in the room. It also increases our oxytocin levels, which are those chemicals of connection. And that's improved and increases and makes us feel calm, just like it did when we were being held by a comforting caregiver. Provides those feelings for us. Just having an animal present. Get yourself a dog. They're pretty awesome. Visualize your favorite place. Again, using the mind to take you away from what you're experiencing. Our minds can take us on trips. It's so incredible. If you think of a sad story, you get sad. If you think of a happy story, you get happy. So if you're feeling emotionally overwhelmed, thinking of a calm place, even better yet, doing a meditation, walking through that calm place in your mind can help to soothe you. Touch something comforting. I have over on my bookshelf over there, I've got some rocks that are and crystals that are a really heavy weight, but they're also cold, and they're very soothing to the touch. And sometimes touching something like that, or touching the fuzzy blanket, I don't know if you can see it, it's over there, right there. Touching the fuzzy blanket that I have on my sofa can be very comforting as you stroke that, and it can help to calm you down. Stretching out your muscles, taking some time to stretch them out, because when we are overwhelmed, when we're experiencing really strong emotions, we tend to hold our bodies really tightly. So taking a moment to relax our jaws, to relax our faces, to relax our shoulders and open back up can help us. What we're doing is actually communicating through our bodies that we are okay, that we don't have to brace for something that we're bracing for. So to relax our bodies makes us feel better. Taking a hot shower, a cold shower, or a bath can help us feel better as well. There's a lot of study that's being done right now in cold plunges, but if I want to soothe myself, if I want to comfort myself, I want to go in the direction of the warm or hot baths or showers, to what is comfortable. Add in some Epsom salts to help, again, to soothe yourself a little bit further. Picture the positive. Again, using the mind to get into that positive state. Going for a brisk walk in nature can help us to settle, to focus, to open our gaze, to allow our mind to just be calm and be present. Can help us to self-soothe. Then, of course, there's focused breathing techniques. And what we know from breathing techniques is there are a whole bunch of them. But the long and the short of it is, if you want to calm your system down, if you want to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the calming down system, think parachute, it's calming me down. If I want to activate that part of my nervous system, I need to have a slow, long exhale. So I might inhale for a count of 3 or 4, hold it for a moment, and then exhale for 6 to 8. I want that exhale to be much more slow than the inhale shows. We want to be doing these things to get ourselves away from the anxious, upsetting thoughts and the sensations in our body. When we are moving, when we are directing our thoughts, when we are engaging in these different areas, connect with somebody that you care about. We're able to soothe. Sometimes another person is not available. That's why I chose self-soothing for most of these activities. Connection would be a soothing activity if you've got a positive friend. These other activities can be very self-soothing. Sometimes when we're overwhelmed, we feel like we're going to cry. And we don't want to cry in the situation that we're in. So we're using these different techniques. We're maybe feeling overwhelmed, but we're out in public and we don't want people to know that we're feeling overwhelmed, and we're just on the verge of tears, but we don't want to cry. We will allow ourselves to cry when we're in a safe place, but we don't want to fall apart right in that particular moment. And sometimes we want to be able to do that. So we can concentrate on our breathing, taking a deep breath and focusing on the breathing instead of the sensation that I'm going to cry. We can blink or move our eyes around. Blinking back the tears, it can prevent them from spilling out, particularly if we look up while we're doing it. Relaxing our facial muscles can help to hold those back. Getting rid of that lump in the throat, right? Thinking about other things and going to do some exercise. All of these things can help us to hold back the tears until we can get to a place where we can safely let the tears out. Maybe we need to just make it to the bathroom so that we can cry for a moment and then splash water on our face and then go back out. It is normal and it is healthy to cry, but sometimes we don't want to right in that particular moment, right? So having those tools available to us and then soothing ourselves once we've had those tears to calm back down. Now, there are self-soothing behaviors that are not beneficial to us and that I would like to steer you away from. When discomfort becomes too much for us to bear, we want to escape or flee or bury the discomfort rather than soothing ourselves and working through the discomfort. And people tend to overindulge in food. They engage in comfort eating. Storm eating, it's sometimes been called, right? Because I need to be able to control what's going on inside of me, so I'm just going to pack it down with feel-good feelings of eating a bunch of food. The problem is that afterwards I still have the feeling and I have the guilt and shame from having consumed so many calories. Alcohol or drugs, forms of self-medication like that. Sometimes people turn to that to soothe because they want to numb the feelings that they're experiencing. Again, not healthy. Gambling or shopping or sex addiction or acting out in any number of other ways that are not healthy, lashing out at other people. Unhealthy ways to manage overwhelming emotions. Go back and listen through to the self-soothing behaviors that I spoke about earlier, the healthy self-soothing behaviors. Make a list of those behaviors that you are going to engage in, maybe something that you haven't considered before. Maybe all of them are things that you did consider before, but you needed a refresher. I felt like I needed a refresher today. That's why I did this video. I hope that you did learn something from it today. And I hope that you use the healthy techniques, not the unhealthy ones. I hope that if you need to hold back the tears until you get to the bathroom, that you do so, but that you allow yourself to express your emotions in a healthy fashion. And it is healthy to cry when things are sad. If you have any questions for me, drop them in the comments. I hope that I see you back here next time at Orange Therapy on YouTube, where you are welcome, just as you are.